once. I didn't see the thing didn't start, and here we go.
There we go.
Paul, how the hell are you?
Yo, what's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
Had a,
So
good
Saturday
weekend?
night, pretty good.
Yeah. Did you
Turned
get
out
any
pretty
feedback
awesome.
after?
What's that?
Did you get any more feedback afterwards or not?
I didn't seek it, so I did not. I was seeking other stuff.
I got added by a few people on Instagram,
There you go.
so that was good. They asked. I didn't even have to haul myself, which makes a change.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's new. And you got a new gig too.
Hopefully, yeah.
In June.
Well, hopefully there's
In
more
June,
than one.
if you remember.
Hopefully there's more than one gig out of it.
Right, but at least that one in June.
Yeah, when they call me. I
Right,
told them,
of course.
call me when you're sober, just so I know that you're committed.
Exactly. I get it. Listen, shit like that happens. But listen, overall, not a bad show.
That was good. It was good.
It started off a little like, I don't know. Not enough sales. It started, not as big of a
none of that was our bag. Really.
No. Maybe a little. We could have promoted a little more. I don't know, but it wasn't. We promoted, they promoted, and nobody came. So, could we have done more? Sure. Could they have done more? Yeah. Sure.
Plus, the QR code they wanted just went to their Venmo. It didn't specify that it was, this much money.
Right. Listen, that's why I didn't say it because they thought we were automatically. So when the guy asked me, he's like, "Hey, so what do you guys usually do?" I'm like, "Well, when we set up an event, we have Eventbrite." He's like, "Oh, we have a QR code for it." I'm like, "Awesome, that'll work. If that's how you guys do it, I'm on board." He's like, "All right, cool." And last week he's like, "Hey, so did you guys get anybody on your Eventbrite?" I'm like, "No, because we didn't set up an Eventbrite because you didn't say set up one." I was trying to keep it streamlined just to one place.
Yeah, because the QR code
the second you start sending it 3 different places, that's not good.
Yeah. Well, in this case, it might have helped.
That could go either way.
Yeah,
that could really go either way.
Yeah, I've seen people put with Venmo links on their pages.
Right, and I get it.
It might work if it has room to say you use Venmo link below.
What it's for.
Yeah.
But listen, overall, good show.
The only good thing about the QR code is one guy forgot his wallet, and he used the QR code off of the poster at the table.
Good.
So at least it got it.
It came in handy.
Yeah, it worked. So that was good. So that we know it's not our fault.
Right.
But hey, the crowd wasn't tiny. It was pretty reasonable.
No, there was still it wasn't a full room, but there was people at every table.
Yeah. And
I'll take it.
And everybody was involved.
Yeah, and everybody had a good time. There was nobody that was pissed off.
Nope.
More importantly, everybody enjoyed the show.
Yep.
And I know, you and me, probably the same thing. It's like we're sitting there, I don't know how the fuck did that go. And then at the end, it's like, oh, hey, that was great. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Hey, I was confident. I was confident in my bit, and I know you were confident in your bit. So that's.
I was, but it doesn't mean you don't have doubts in the back of your head. I don't know if that was good. I don't know what happened there.
I'm trying to. If
the guy in the back left wasn't laughing. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, you saw me. I talked to the people that weren't laughing at the start, so I got
right. You have to.
Yeah.
Which made it more fun.
Bernie Sanders looking guy at the back.
Yeah.
He was fucking stone faced, and then when I went up, I called him Bernie Sanders, and then it turned out that he was sitting next to a woman that's probably had sex with everybody in the room.
Only by her own admission.
By her own admission.
Right.
And even the guy she was with said that's not his kid.
Right, which made it even better.
Yeah.
That was just a whole wacky fucking crowd, and I enjoyed it.
It was fun.
Yeah, we did. It was a good time. And I think,
the only table I think I left out a little bit was I did notice that was bang in the middle. There was a larger gentleman with a lady just sitting in the middle. Yeah. I realized that I wasn't involved in them at one point, so I brought him in a bit.
Right. No, you have to have a little fun. Yeah. You stream, you put that shit out there. You make sure everybody's involved and having a good time.
Yeah, that was yet another room that the priority wasn't material.
Right, which is a blessing and a curse.
Yeah. Well, I'm having a lot of fun with that lately, to be honest with you. So that's
right.
That's I'm like, okay. that's I'm in.
That's what you're into, lady. All right.
Yep, exactly.
Which I'm not saying no, but
right. I understand.
right. Listen, I'll take it 99% of the time. It's all good.
Yeah, it was good.
But yeah,
I actually got added. I got added on Instagram by your girl, the lady you were talking to from Bayonne. The blonde, dirty blonde, I guess, sitting at that front table. The
one that knows Bobby.
Yeah,
the Jersey City girl. Yeah.
She added me and some other people in the back.
All right.
Hopefully, I made it clear I don't want to be your baby daddy to that one lady. But hey, whatever.
Right. Which made it funnier. Yes.
A follower's a follower. You know what I mean? So.
Exactly.
Oh, I hit $10 on Facebook.
Nice. I'm not far off.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I still need to figure out how to look it up with Tracy's because it says she's approved. It says she has the engagement. I don't know if I didn't turn on professional mode or not yet because I thought I did.
Hey, so if it says approved, then you probably don't have to do anything.
Right, but it's not showing. She has an iPhone, so it's kind of different. But when I look at it,
if she goes to her page, if there's a dashboard button, press that, and then you'll find out if it's going or not.
Right, but my thing is when we look on ours with Samsung, you just click on it; it tells you the money. There's a specific box for that. Where her phone, I don't see that, and it's just fucking weird.
Just go to a profile, and if there's a dashboard button, you click that, it comes right up on the first page.
I'll have to check that out again.
Yeah,
I'll do that. I'll do that later or tomorrow or whatever. But man, because I think that's something she could have a lot of fun with too. Just because people just fucking talk to her all the time, that's a no-brainer for her.
Right. On other sides of it, maybe she should wait till next June to start this.
No, because she's a lot more careful,
okay.
because of her job, so.
She doesn't at 2 a.m. ask questions.
No, she does, which makes it more fun.
I don't know. I'm just going back to there's an English girl there was an English girl that's on Patrol Live out of Tennessee. Very popular, does a lot of videos about law enforcement and stuff. And then all of a sudden, somebody was running for sheriff again. They're trying to renew their sheriff thing.
Right.
And they told her, you can't post anything. Even though she wasn't doing anything bad at all. It was all pro. So she quit. She said, fuck you. I'm making more money on doing influence than I am doing being a cop.
Right.
So go fuck yourself. So.
Well,
she was also Mrs. Tennessee as well. So,
that makes sense.
Yeah. So she's, she has some paths to income,
Right.
And she'll get hired by some fucking PD down there anyway. It's just a wanky sheriff trying to clean up his act.
And especially, do you want to take that kind of pay cut? How old is she?
I mean, I'm going to guess.
Let's just say under 40.
High 30s. Yeah.
Yeah. So she has a couple years left where she could still make some money. And at that point, she could probably get back in at the tail end when it's not as popular.
Right.
And it's a win-win for her and good for her. Speaking of that, so Tracy, she had her big meeting with the Board of Ed and NJEA about retiring. And she's like, oh, I'm going to be very close to what I'm making now without the extra she does, because she does like lunch duty and she coaches a couple sports. Right. So she's missing that money. So that she's going to miss in retirement. But she's like, maybe, whatever I do for work, she's like, I can't just sit home. So whatever I do basically is going to take over for that. So she's been dabbling. Speaking of Dabbleversing, she's been dabbling in that to figure out, hey, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that. Don't know. And she has some options and she's having a good time.
There you go.
You
have to add into it, she ain't paying gas to get to that place anymore.
That's the thing. That's the big gas and tolls. So she's spending between gas and tolls. That's like $700 a week, $700 a month.
Yeah, that's about what I was spending when I was working 5 days in the office.
And a little
So
crazy.
you take that into it, she's probably breaking even, right?
Right. Well, it definitely helps. She doesn't like to think of it that way yet. So I'm indulging her on that part. I'm like, you do know what you're saving is kind of like a bonus.
Yeah. So,
like,
she's not making as much. Guess what? Add 700 into that.
Right. She's not spending as much, and whatever she makes is all for her anyway.
Yep.
She's like, oh, okay, Like she did an interview yesterday, and it seemed to have gone well. But after she did that, she saw 3 other different opportunities that'll make slightly more, which is more conducive to her lifestyle.
Okay, so bartender.
No. Her lifestyle. Nights off, weekends off, summers off.
All
right. So it's a different field of education. She's like, oh, I could do that, and that works because, with what you make there plus her pension, she's fucking killing the game.
Right.
So good for her.
No cutbacks on your cruises, then, huh?
Yeah, that was the big concern for her.
Yeah.
Like, if she can't go on 2 cruises a year, well, why even work? Like, why retire if I can't do that?
Yeah, I think she'd get bored at home. I think she'd get bored at home. She'd get bored of sitting in the day.
Right? No, she will, and she knows it. That's the thing. So she's.
I mean, I'm almost on the edge of fucking rioting being in the same house as everybody. 6 days a week I'm here.
You right, but you don't leave as much as you used to. That's the only reason. I was about to say you leave for comedy all the time, but you don't go as much as you used to. So it's actually also
she's the other half is babysitting in Tom's River nearly every day in the week.
Well, she was doing that before.
But I'm saying we're still not on top of each other on a fucking 24-hour basis,
which is good.
Yeah, because otherwise there'd be something. Yeah, I just put up the picture of that cop I was talking about.
No, I did. I saw that. I was just waiting to finish the conversation to discuss that slightly more.
Yeah.
Very Kardashian-esque.
Yes, and she has a pretty cool English accent.
All right. But no video.
I'm not sure where in English she's from. I could probably snoop around and figure it out. But
Right. The Isle of Liverpool.
There you go.
She's from Manchester Island.
You know what I discovered? This is funny. I discovered there's a comedy club on the Isle of Wight in England now.
Is it new, or you just found out about it?
I just found out about it. It's in like event space type thing.
Okay.
I'm sure it's not very big. And I hit up and the kid running it is autistic, which is actually he's not a kid. He's probably somewhere in our age, I would guess.
Right, right.
I hit him up. And then I got he's like, why are you trying to have me as a friend? I'm like, I'm from there.
Right, exactly.
Don't you know how to fucking market on social media, you fucking dummy?
Some people are silly like that.
Yeah, so whether or not that would be any benefit to me, I don't know.
Right. Well, but I could see her wanting to not be a sheriff.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You just move on from that shit.
Yeah, she's got some, she's very good at doing that, but she's also got lots of other outlets.
Right. But I'm on board with that.
Did you see Shannon Elizabeth is doing OnlyFans?
Yeah, I know. But that's how she had her career, started doing the fake OnlyFans on that movie.
Right.
I mean, fucking Jim was way ahead of the curve on that one.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's a reaction to a divorce, is what it is.
Whatever.
I'm just saying, why do they have to have revenge shit? If you do that while you're married, half the guys are going to be like, I'm in.
Nah, more of them be saying no.
Yeah, but you know what? If it's like, if it's regular people like us, there's a few bucks going to be made.
No.
When you're married to Sharon and Elizabeth.
The guy married to her, that's going to be slightly more okay with it.
Yeah.
The guy that your neighbor is not going to be happy about his wife fucking 5 dudes.
No.
Unless he's Blair.
Yeah.
But then he would set it up so it wouldn't count.
Yeah, exactly.
But thankfully,
I was talking to him about something stupid this afternoon.
That just makes sense. Well, but think about it though. But what Blair would do is he would set that up, but put it on fucking chat roulette.
Yeah.
That way everybody watches for free and nobody makes any money. Where you'd put your wife and your daughter on their separate pages and set them up.
And everybody thinks that weird. I'm just taking 10%. So that means the marketing is gonna be there.
Right. You're like the proper manager payment. Yes. 10 to 15% tops. Yeah. But of the gross.
Yeah, 15% for the top and 20% for the bottom.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But I thought that was fucking.
I know guys that manage their daughter's OnlyFans.
Shh. Leave me alone.
No, I didn't say access.
Everybody knows.
I said
everybody knows that.
Manage, not access.
Yes. No, I don't access it.
Right.
I know she keeps the computer.
It's good that some people don't have kids.
Right. No,
did you see the talking of people?
Did I do that bit Saturday?
Don't remember.
Yes, no, I did.
I have to watch that back because there was a bit you did, and I don't remember what bit it was, but you did it different, and it was good.
Yeah. Well, let me know.
Yeah, I have the video, obviously. But, yeah. So anyway, back to people that don't have kids. Our good friend that doesn't have kids, and if he did, they'd be Asian, but that would be a whole other story.
Right. And his wife would be very confused, but go ahead.
The John Hollywood cancellation of comedy show curse hit again.
I know.
But it hit twice on the same show.
I saw.
First, the cancellation part is when he gets canceled from being a feature and bumped down to before feature. That happened.
Right.
And then part 2, the venue canceled the whole show. So
it's just terrible.
Yeah. He's like, is that a thing? And it goes, it sounds like it is to me. Because, weren't you canceled the week before a place in Bergenfield? Wasn't
something like that, yeah.
You know, so the John Hollywood cancellation curse is fucking happening. You got to give other people credit, though. If you can walk into a show and talk your way into the feature spot and talk the feature out of it.
Well,
strong arm, should I say?
There's some people that just had that happen to them last week that talked themselves out of it. So,
well, here's another interesting twist on it. The person who talked themselves into the feature spot after the club completely canceled the show is now featuring on the replacement show.
Right.
So two females that were on that show got the show canceled, but then decided to run the show in its place.
Well, it could be worse. It could be the person that started complaining about it that did that and got on.
Yeah.
So that's not a good thing either.
So big ups to Kevin Brennan for getting the show canceled.
Oh, I wasn't going to say that, but all right.
Who cares?
Yeah, well, who cares what he does to Johnny Hollywood?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and I'm just leaving it there, Paul.
I don't know. I just think that
for good reason, I'm leaving it there, Paul.
Yeah, I know. I think that was from before. I don't think that was the cause of the second thing was just the reaction to something that happened a week earlier. So I don't know why that second part happened, but whatever.
Yeah, people suck. That's why.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even stop that. Which, listen, I get it. I'm not saying I agree, but shit happens.
When the owner says that John Hollywood is not seductive to our brand, that's the funniest thing.
That's not a lie. I keep telling you that, but you don't fucking listen. Fuck. Listen, I'll tell you, my favorite Hollywood bit is the whole fucking lawnmower one. Like, legit his best bit. Why he refuses to do it most times, I don't know.
My favorite John Hollywood bit is when he was for real on Travelocity looking up flights to China.
Wait, good night, everybody. That's my favorite John Hollywood bit. Good night, everybody.
I thought no, actually, our favorite John Hollywood bit is don't bring a turkey to Thanksgiving when you get booked and invited to Thanksgiving.
No, I was being serious.
Yeah. My actual favorite John Hollywood bit is, ladies and gentlemen, John Hollywood's not here yet, so we're not going to have him on tonight.
Well, if you would only stick to that, yes.
Well, we'll find out Friday if he shows up on time.
Also true. Does he know he's hosting?
He absolutely was told he was hosting.
Okay, because you never know.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but that's got to really fucking...
Listen.
Maybe it's okay because it's us, because we've always done stuff.
Yeah, but I love him to death. Like, truly love him to death. Great person. I think he needs to reassess everything. And I don't mean that to be a dick. Like, just like, hey, like, dude, start over. It's not like you can't get booked.
He is.
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
He's the king of exaggeration.
Right. Humility, not in his vocabulary.
Dude, I can't afford to go to that show. 10 minutes later. I just had to transfer a very large amount of money to this other account. I can't believe I'm only getting 15% on this. And I'm like, which one's the real thing?
Yes.
Oh, and he got cancelled. He got cancelled in Rahway as well.
Yeah.
In what? So this is like a 2-week period. He got cancelled. Louis C.K. got cancelled less times than John Hollywood in 2 weeks.
And one of them's funny.
Did you see Norton's touring with Louis C.K. for the last 2 weeks?
No, I didn't. What happened?
He's featuring for Louis C.K.
Oh, nice. I just saw him on
someone
TV.
Else whose name slips my mind.
No, I saw him on TV. I didn't see that though.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Because I am a fan. I like him.
Yeah, of course.
And
my favorite Louis C.K. is when he did an hour and a half talking frame by frame of a movie I was in.
No, that's not my favorite. That's your favorite because he was talking about you in the movie you were in.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Actually, my favorite is when he talks about the movie I was in, which he never does.
Right. Well,
or any of them.
Yeah.
Which, I guess I'm okay with, only because I know he hasn't seen them.
You know, the movies you're in are actually of a certain level, because if a movie is really low, it doesn't get bootlegged.
True.
So if a movie, even if it's bad, if it's of a certain level, they don't bootleg it. Perfect example: Faces of Death movie came out 10 days ago.
A new one?
No one's bootleg. No, it's a story based on these kids. I don't know the whole story, but they find the tape and they're watching the tape, and it's something about the tape. But it's a story. It's not another episode of Faces of Death.
All right.
But it's been out fucking since April 10th. I'm gonna look again right now and see if it's been bootlegged, because I might know where to look. But the movies you were in, I found 3 of them bootlegged. So I mean, they must be of some level.
Well, like I said, so the guy that does that, which reminds me, I have to reach out to him again, because I told him I wanted to have him on.
Yep.
Like, he was doing this straight to this video on demand shit 15 years ago when I first met him.
Back when everybody thought that was crap, and now it's the only thing.
Right. Like, everyone's like, oh, why would you do that? I'm like, I don't know. It's how he earns a living. I'm not going to shit on how this guy earns a living. If he does what he does and he travels the world and because he does his own films, but he also shoots for other stuff.
Well, you know what? Another thing, though, is...
But my point is, I'm not going to shit on his hustle.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Like, oh, it's not the greatest movie ever. I'm like, he's earning a living. He's doing okay.
But the movies he's done, and I took a peek at some of the stuff you were in. I didn't watch the whole thing. But the stuff he's doing is almost from the early 80s straight-to-video type market.
Right. And I get that. But by the way, that market makes a lot of money, though.
Everybody is scared of that. I'm not. I'm saying he's one of the few people left still doing that, where big studios aren't putting boobs in fucking movies.
That's probably why he has a market for it.
So he has the market, and fucking movie studios are fucking dumb.
Yeah, they're worried about backlash instead of worrying about putting out something.
Think of What was the last big movie? There was one that popped up, like not Seth Green, fucking Seth. What's the other Seth
Rogan?
guy? Yeah, Seth Rogen did not Knocked Up, the other one. Fuck. Anyway, he did a couple that were R-rated and they had boobs in them and they were, but that kind of comedy doesn't show up very much anymore. The only people trying to do that stuff is fucking animated. You got the TED TV series based on the movies that still get.
By the way, have you seen that yet?
I'm 3 episodes into the second series. It's very fun.
I've only got 1 episode into season 2. So, I thought it was hysterical.
Yeah, it's great. He dies in the second episode. There's no more Ted, just so you know.
Good. No, that's why I watched it. But where am I going to wipe my dick? Right on the teddy bear.
Well, they managed to bring in Clifford the Red Dog to continue the series after episode 3. So,
duh.
Cool. Yeah.
I'd bang that Red Dog. Red Rover, Red Rocket, Red Rocket. I'm in. No, let me put it this way. Tracy is not a fan of that type of humor, even though she listens to me all the time.
But is it because there's cans laying around everywhere?
Possibly. But, that's not, but even she was laughing last night watching. She's like, oh, this is good. I'm like, yeah, I know. And it's why it's popular. People like this type of humor. And she's like, oh, okay. Sometimes, season 2 with Ted. We watched that.
I'm sorry. I thought you were watching your. Have you shown her any of those movies that
I tried. She yelled at me before the credits finished rolling. Turn this shit off. I don't want to see it. I started. Actually, let me rephrase that. I was watching the trailer of one of them before I got that copy, and I tried showing her the trailer, and she's like, "Fuck you! Turn this off." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Hold on, I'm in this." She's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not watching this garbage. I'm like, thanks, honey. I
so the next time I'm up, if you still have those movies on that hard drive on that computer,
I do.
When I show you how to do the editing software, you can edit your pieces and just show her your pieces. Now, if there's 10 naked ladies in those scenes, might be a problem.
Might be.
Yeah.
Well, no.
And they still
slightly worse. Because that one I was just talking about where I was trying to show her the trailer. And let me put it this way. Looking back, I could see why her and my stepdaughter were really not into watching this with me. This girl's getting naked. My son's laughing. They're giggling like a fucking schoolgirl himself. It was fucking funny. And I'm like, no, wait. They're going to show a clip of me in a second. And she's like, I don't give a fuck. Turn this shit off. I don't want to see this garbage. I'm like, but wait. I play a pervert. And she's like, you already do in real life. We don't care.
You know what you're doing? You're almost showing her videos of you and an ex-girlfriend. It's literally
I'm typecast as a fucking creep.
I'm just saying though, it's like if you break out a tape of some chick you were with 20 years ago and go, hey, let's just watch this. I'm in it.
Well, I think that's how she took it. That's what I'm saying. So
I don't know why. I mean, is the scenes of you motorboating any of these young ladies?
No.
Or anything
Not
worse?
In the movie. Not in the movies.
Well, what's as long as we didn't get the DVD with the extras, so we're okay.
No, that's not on them either. Point being, though, I am not motorboating any of these women.
Yeah, it goes back to the what you did before we were married is okay. I'm okay with it. Breaks video out. Turn this shit off.
I said I was okay that it happened. Don't fucking show me the video. There's a difference, you fuck. I'm like, all right.
It's a movie.
I was sharing. I love you. I'm trying to share.
There is a difference between a movie that's produced for an amount of money versus a camera that still shows your socks on the edge of the fucking dresser.
Oh, jeez.
Did we get an instant message yet?
No. No, that was not the hesitation there. I'm just trying to get my breath. I apologize. I'm sorry. No, we were out to dinner before, so.
Would you have a day off? Or you just snuck in a quick one?
No, I was able to stop for a quick dinner. We had a quick bite to eat before, I stopped to get everything set up here, and she was at the doctor and got some good news, and she's happy. So she's happy to know it. Clap your ass.
Yeah. I've never heard.
Like,
can you get that? Can you get that from drinking?
That's not what it was for, but not far off.
No,
she may have a couple. She has a couple kidney stones.
So what are you going to laser them fuckers off or try and break them up?
She has to go back for that. She's setting up the appointment to do that. I'm like, all right. No, she's like, listen, I'm just happy it's not. I'm like, I got you. I'm with you. I don't want that either. But she's like excited. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'll celebrate with you. If you want to celebrate, I'm in.
What you got to do is remind her how much worse it is for a guy to piss those things out.
I'm not sure because I've heard some horror stories from women about that.
I know, but I'm just saying there's a lot. There's that extra bit of distance that we guys have to get this kidney stone.
True. Besides that distance, I think the pain in the urethra is still pretty fucking bad.
Yeah. Imagine you get one of those dick pumps and you get like 3 more inches somehow, from which we all know doesn't work. But you get 3 more inches, and then the next day you have 5 kidney stones. You're like, God damn, this would have hurt way less.
You sound like you're speaking from experience from your fucking dick pumps. These dick pumps are really my bag, baby. I can actually see you doing that.
Yeah.
No, these are my bag,
did I ever
baby.
tell you? Did I ever tell you the fucking? I think I told you the flashlights that we got from the first when we got the delivery of stuff that one time.
Right.
We were convinced that my son-in-law, whatever you want to call him, had jacked in more ways than one them out of my closet. And I asked because they just moved into a townhouse the other side of town.
Right.
And I'm like, did you find my fucking? Not that I want that shit back at this point, but did you find my fucking flashlight? And completely out of the blue, my wife says, "Yeah, I found it in Texas when they were living in Texas, and I was there." And my daughter's like, "No, no." And my daughter goes, "No, Mom, that was a pocket pussy."
Right.
So confusion within the females of what each of these things is, I guess.
I don't know. You stick your dick in it. What's the difference?
Yeah. No problem though. There was no problem with any of them. The fact that this person might be using both of these things.
Right. Which is weird getting sloppy seconds from your father-in-law. Just throwing it out there.
I don't want to feel like I'm fucking a chip packet. You know what I mean? With the crust. You
would hope he cleaned it. You hope he puts it in the dishwasher first.
Are those things dishwasher safe? I think they actually are.
I have no idea. It sounds right. I've never checked. I have a few here. Haven't checked. Yeah. And to be fair, I've had several of them. Allegedly, there's a box of 3 that went missing several years back.
That's what I'm saying.
That nobody's found.
I have one left, and it's not a pussy.
What is it?
An asshole.
Okay. So why does it have your picture?
Yeah.
You lobbed that one right up, Paul. I'm sorry.
I paused. I knew as soon as I was saying it, I'm like, there's something that's going to go badly with this.
Right. No. I love that when Anthony used to come in all the time, he'd be like, "No, I got to double check this. I know you're fucking this thing." I'm like, no, I'm not. And that was before I was married and dating Tracy. So, like, if I wasn't fucking it then, I'm not doing it now.
Well, no, actually,
we'll have another conversation.
If you want to get technical, there's more chance of you fucking it now.
No. In 10 years, there might be.
Yeah. You should have a conversation with Tracy that is a mechanical device cheating.
Right. Not yet. I am not broaching that subject. But if it gets to that point, I'm like, I have hands. Just throwing it out there. I
think the problem is, I don't think having the device would be the problem. It's what you're looking at while you're employing the device.
Yeah, I have a vivid imagination. I don't need to watch something. So, all right, Paul, let me give you a little story. When I was in the military, we went to the Middle East, and you're talking about like 91.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no internet for us back then. And porn was illegal there. So until I found out how to smuggle some in, I had nothing really to go with except Glamour magazine and Sears catalogs.
Now, Glamour's the modeling thing or the photography thing?
Yes.
Or both?
Yes.
Okay.
Just girls in fucking beautiful clothes and bikinis, and I don't need much. Is all I'm saying.
When I was at high school, we had in the library we had a magazine rack, and there was a magazine called Amateur Photographer. And
right. Oh,
yeah. Every couple of months, there was a naked section of like 2-3 pages of a model, and that magazine got stole on day one.
Right.
So did you get caught with your porn or your glamour magazine?
No. Well, no. I got to show you pictures one day. My room. Well, all right. So my roommate, while we were in the Middle East, in our little fucking, not hut, but whatever you want to call it, our little trailer, he was a very religious person, very Christian. So if you look at pictures of our room, you can see what side is mine. It's the side with all the fucking women all over it. And all of a sudden, you get to the doorway, and the other side of the room where his bed and shit is, blank. Like, I purposely had to be an asshole and take pictures with, like, somebody else's cigarettes and booze with them. I'm like, just make believe you're having a good time. What the fuck? What are you doing to me over here?
He must have been cool with you, though, because, like, 2 or 3 days, you probably said, oh, God, I'm coming.
I'm going to come.
You set that right up. I'm sorry. I wasn't planning on that at that moment, but you fucking lobbed it up again, Paul. Thank you.
Did you write down exactly where in that clip to hit play?
No, because I tried starting it before and I stopped it. It just happened to be ready to go at that point.
You couldn't time that like that again if you tried.
No, especially me. I am not that good.
You'll click it and Kamala Harris will come up.
I'll still come.
Yeah. You're an equal opportunity destroyer.
Right. She's not bad. She'll have a few drinks at party.
Is our friend Johnny on the Dabbleverse coming on the show tonight, or are we just talking about it?
We were going to talk about it. I tried to get him on. He's not available tonight. He's got a show tonight.
Well, then we can talk about the whole thing then.
Yes, he was very specific with me though. When he does come on, he cannot talk about certain things, and I get it because he has certain relationships. I don't want to blow it from. I understand that. There's a million other things we could talk about with him when he comes on.
So Radio Edit broke his wrist, and the show got canceled.
Yes. Speaking of, he has that other NBC show on TV. Is he still doing that or no?
What? The Tonight Show?
No. Who? Is he still doing that weird?
No, he got from off that. He's been off that a long time.
I don't know. I don't fucking watch that shit.
Marcia got fired.
The only reality TV I watch is the news. It's the only reality entertainment I watch. Do we bomb everybody yet? No? All right. Change the channel. We start bombing. I watch for 5 minutes. Change the channel.
I just watch the stock market. If it goes up, we killed somebody. And if it goes down, they're fucking with us. That's literally all I know.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Oil's at $83 a barrel. Good.
Yep.
We're not over 110. We're doing okay. I'm fine. I'm ready to go. You get this other shit. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't, whatever.
And you get all the anti.
The reason I was saying that is Tracy's obsessed with the last America's Got Talent winner.
Okay,
he's like some janitor from the Midwest.
Okay,
and he does the Journey song that everybody loves, and he's good. He's not like he has a good voice for that song. Like he crushes that song. Now he thinks he's the shit because he won fucking America's Got Talent, and he's on his fucking YouTube and Facebook and Instagram singing a bunch of other songs, and they're not that fucking good. And she's like, don't you like this? I'm like, that's really not that good. I'm like, he was good with this song. Know your range. That's all I'm saying. Like, me and Tracy love karaoke. We'll sit in the house, do karaoke on a random Friday or Thursday night or whatever. My son enjoys hanging out with us sometimes and doing that. Sometimes my stepdaughter likes to sit there and make fun of us because we're being idiots. And it's all good. My stepson refuses to participate. That's okay. He's not driving from Philly for that, and that's okay. I understand. But, like, some songs I know I'm not good at, but I'll try. Just because I know it's not my range. And my wife's like, why don't you do more of these songs? You sound better doing them. I'm like, well, that's what I'm going for. But I like to have some fun while you're bored. Like, I don't know. What should we do next? I'm like, this sounds good. This is next. I'm not searching for something new. I'm having a good time. My son, like every now and then he'll try something and then he'll go, hey, this was good. I'm like, yeah. All right, what is this? You kidding me?
This is Tracy's new porno.
By the way, that's the janitor. The guy's a janitor in fucking some high school. The guy I was just talking about.
Why do you think I pulled this up? I do listen to you.
It's fucking. You're not wrong.
I just spent the last 3 minutes Googling janitor porn movie, and none of the pictures were suitable to share.
That's fair. But we could put descriptions in the link later on.
Yeah, exactly.
DM us if you want that, please.
Yeah.
Text the
that's
show.
Actually, that's what the DMing is what the guy was doing.
Right. Well, no. So as soon as we get some like super chats up, we will fucking do that, and I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're eligible. I'm just saying as soon as we get some super chats in, or just some regular requests. You think I care? I'll do it for free at the moment till we have more people fucking requesting shit like that. What was
talking of people we can't talk about? How much is that person's GoFundMe up to?
Dibble Dabble?
Yeah. No, not theirs. The person.
I don't know.
Let me look. All right. So it's got to be a couple of weeks now, right?
Yeah.
He's only made $1,090.
Well, that just makes sense.
Speaking they took my fake fucking donation down.
Oh, jeez. I can't believe they took a fake donation down off their page.
It was Anthony Cumia, $1.
You're an asshole. And I love every second of it. I'm here for that.
Remember, I've been working on a whole routine about doing fake donations on people's GoFundMes from people they hate.
You got to do that.
No, I did it, but I guess that fakeness was too obvious.
Yeah.
Do you ever look at some of these fucking donations on these things and wonder how they came up with the number?
Nope.
Some dude donated $54. How do you figure out that $54 is the number you want to donate?
Maybe that's all they have in the account.
And the top donated $107.
People are weird. Maybe it's a lucky number for them.
Dude, looking up, there's only one thing that's more interesting to me than looking up who donates on these GoFundMes, and that's reading people's comments on Venmo payments.
Venmo? Yeah. Venmo comments are the best.
Yeah. Especially when it's you and me and we're like putting, anal exclamation mark.
Well, thank God Tracy's on board with that because she has a good time with that too now. Like, it's not just me being weird when I'm on the cruise and just yelling at the Asian lady with the fucking games about anal fisting in Chinese that I just Google translated. But, I have Tracy, she'll put something like, if you read our Venmo comments to each other, for a good time. Thanks for the back door. Stupid shit like that. Like, a couple of years ago, she wrote pegging. Like, she gets the sense of humor that we have. It's awesome. And then she gave me money on top of that, on top of the pegging. So we're good. Listen, I'm not doing it for free. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. $2 is $2.
Exactly. Speaking of, I was surprised that lady decided to announce that she was a lesbian before her wedding. The fucking weirdest comment I've ever had.
She announced a lot of things.
Yeah, and so did the lady in the fucking back. But that's a whole other story.
No, the lady in the back announced a lot of things to a lot of people about a lot of people.
Right. One announced only about herself. You're not wrong there.
She came up to me after my set before. Well, actually, I don't know if Laura was still doing the bit between. And she goes, "I'm sorry, I thought you wouldn't be funny, but you were funny." And I'm like, I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not. I guess it could be.
Well,
and then they offered me free $400.
It was a compliment based on the shit you were saying before the show started.
Well, we all know that anything off air doesn't qualify.
Right. But like when you set the bar that low like that, and it was unintentional, they're like, "Oh, he's actually funny. What the fuck?"
Maybe I should do that on every show.
You should. You should, but only that way. Instead of fucking going manic into everybody like we're in the fucking hospital again.
You know, it's funny because I've actually made a bad joke before a show and then shown in my set that I know what I'm doing. And the one time I did it, it was when I did the 10-minute warning.
Oh God. I remember plenty of other times when you just started, because you're like, "Hey, I'm going to talk to everybody," and most of them didn't like you. There was like at one point people were like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" So all of a sudden you're on stage. They're like, "Oh, he's actually not bad. All right, good job." Meanwhile, like 20 minutes before, they're like, "Get this fucking foreign guy away from me. What's wrong with him? Is his handler around? Where's his helmet? Does he have water wings for his soup? I don't know."
Dude, to flip from that to we're offering you $400 to roast people at our wedding reception is a pretty
big
flip.
You know? Listen, that was a good show right there.
Yep. Whether or not they will is another question. They could have been talking alcohol, but you know what? It was. I took it as a win.
Offer's an offer.
I took it as a win. That was like the other day when I did
like
that
when your wife offered you that threesome that time at the bar. It's a win.
Yeah,
she's not going through with it, but she's offering.
Yeah. Well, dude, when I did that show in Morristown, the show I did in Morristown,
right?
The bar was at such a level, and when Zach lit me, someone in the crowd told him not to light me because I was the funniest in front of everybody.
That's funny. That's good.
And I have the video to prove it. I have the video, so you can't say I'm.
No, I believe you.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about our one listener might fucking say I'm lying, you know. But I might post that. I think that's a funny video to post.
No, that is.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a fun show. Have we talked about that show yet? I think we have.
No, not about this week's show coming up.
No. I'm talking about the one in Morristown. I think we did that last week. But the guy showed up.
We talked about that last week. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that fucking showed up with a speaker this big. You know, so that was funny. But yeah, Friday at Cypress Brewing in Edison, as I told Dave yesterday or Saturday, across the street from Exotica, if anybody needs to know where it is.
Across the street from the convention center.
Yeah. But you can't if you
they hold more than one event during the year. Is all I'm trying to tell you.
But I don't go to any of the others. If you behind the convention center, as Dave's calling it, that's
what the name of it is. It's the convention center.
There's trees and stuff. So you actually have to go north of the convention center and go around. You can't if you go to the convention center, you'll be at a dead end. You won't be able to get to where this place is. I looked it up on the map. But yeah, we're doing it. It's a brewery, Cypress Brewing. I was say 8:00. I'm trying to remember now.
Yes.
Friday. Come on down.
So wait. Fucked up story, and I don't know what the problem is. Speaking of technical shit, I have no idea about. Female friend of mine and Tracy's is like, "Hey, I heard Dave's doing the show over here on Friday. What do I got to do to help promote that? Because I want to see it have a good turnout. I'm probably going to go." I'm like, "Awesome!" So I sent her a copy of the flyer. She posted it. She tried commenting on my page about it and wasn't able to. Now, I don't have any restrictions. I haven't had any restrictions on my page since Terrible Tim died. Or shortly thereafter, because I still had everything blocked. Because what if he wasn't really dead? And that was a fucking conspiracy. Because I know Tim. It could have been. And then I met Tracy. She's like, "What the fuck's going on?" I'm like, "This is going to tag me in something every fucking 3 minutes. Let me fucking undo everything." So at least I know she's not going to say 9/11 is an inside job on fucking my baby picture. So
what did you? So you had friends of friends blocked from commenting or something?
Oh no, I had to approve every comment. I just left it at that.
Oh, and you just didn't bother looking at the comments. There's probably how much of a backlog of comments do you have now? You figured that out?
No. You're talking 6 years ago. I did that.
Like, no, but I'm trying to figure out how she's using comment now.
Oh, I still get comments, but it's like one person is saying that, which is throwing me off. Like I have lots of people that I'm not friends with, but follow me that leave comments.
either that or they're on their own shit list for doing stuff.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the only thing that makes sense with this girl. I'm like, I don't know. Which is just fucked up.
Yeah. So tickets for Friday are at jerseycomedynight.com if anyone would like to come.
Yeah.
Should be good. Carucci said last month they had like 30 people.
Do not come.
I'm going to come.
No, I couldn't get it right. And yes, I went right to Kamala. You were right.
I think it sticks wherever you stop it. It just stays there.
I did, but I tried to rewind it to back where he said it.
I'm going to come.
I don't know. So I found that clip I sent you. I'm like, wait, what the fuck did he just say? I'm like, is that like a weird out of context thing? And I'm like, no, he's a fucking psycho.
It was two different clips, though.
What's that?
The bit where he's like, he does the face and everything, and the I'm gonna come is chopped out or something. I'm sure.
Right,
I mean, it could be.
I thought it was awesome. I'm like, wait, I need this drop in my life. Like, how do I get that out there? Yeah, Cypress Brewing. So I talked to somebody that I haven't worked on trying to get on the show yet, but he works for ABC Radio, and he has his own podcast where he promotes different IPAs. I forget what it's called. It's about beer. I'm not a beer person, so I don't remember that shit. But I know he has it. He's been doing it for years. He's a producer on a big show on Kilmia's channel, but he's there all week long. And I was talking to him because he's big on going to all these fucking events for different IPAs. I'm like, quick question, Cypress Brewing, tell me something about it. Doing a show there Friday. I want to be familiar. And he's like, well, they specialize in this. He's like, you're probably going to be in this room, not that room. He's trying to explain everything to me. I'm like, makes sense. And he goes, yeah. I'm like, well, what's their biggest seller? He goes, it's some fruity IPA. I'm like, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I'm hoping he meant flavor wise, but not like, I'm just assuming that he meant that. So shout out to Big Al for giving me the insight on the big fruity Cypress Brewing drink.
There you go.
But I am looking forward to that. That'll be fucking fun. And it's going to be you, me, Hollywood, and Bobby Bayonne.
And Zach.
I forgot Zach has a guest spot as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so Bobby Bayonne is a minority hire.
Wait. Speaking of, so you know how I do my bit about watching TV with the wife?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually kind of a true story. And the addendum is now because, like, I know how easy it is to rile not just her, but anybody that loves that show up. Mm-hmm. I am on several Facebook groups for the show. And, like, I root for the bad guys all the time on there. And people fucking love it. And speaking of Zach, his cousin is on that show. Wow. Tracy found that out on my birthday. She's like, oh, yeah, because he heard me do the joke. He's like, my cousin's on that show. And they started talking. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, and now his cousin or whoever's people are running his Facebook page keep requesting me. So I finally gave in and added him on. And he responds to shit now when I talk on the Young and the Restless Facebook page. Which I think is hysterical.
I can't wait for this show caused me to get divorced post. The guy high fives you on.
I'm in. I don't think it will, but yeah.
Who knows?
But it's funny because, like, I watched that show because, the wife's watching it. She watched the show because she's been watching for 30 years. Either way, it's all good.
Yeah,
Robert Steven. Looks like he came, or is that a melted creamsicle on the podium?
Yeah, of course he's gonna fucking do name calling because he has no fucking logical conversation because he's on the other side. That. So it's name calling time again.
He's just upset that oil's back down. That's okay.
Yeah, but
and the stock market's up.
Yeah. Which
Listen, I
pisses
won't be happy till this.
that kid that puked in Hollywood's car from down
Right.
here. Pisses him off like there's no tomorrow. Because he's like, oh, what about the people who are doing? And I'm like, my 401k is up 16% in 4 months.
Listen,
he's like, well, that's all you care about. And I'm like, yeah, because it's my retirement. I don't give a fuck about any of that other stuff.
Right. Listen, it's going to be back over 50,000 the Dow, and I can't wait for that this week.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Because I'm fucking overdue. I can't wait for that shit. Like I try to explain shit like that to some people that don't know what's going on. I'm like, yeah, let's just fucking have a good time and relax.
Yeah.
Like,
And I mean, the DAB doesn't even control most of the stuff anyway. It's just a cross section, So but my employer's stock follows the Dow and the Nasdaq up and down,
right,
ad nauseum. It's one of those stocks that follow it, and they're not in it because people are going to go, well, is it in the fucking Dow? And I'm like, no, it literally just follows it most of the time unless there's bad or good news. Other than that, it's literally goes up at the same pace and down at the same pace.
Right.
So
I was trying to explain dividends and stuff to my son, and what I did is to show him for Christmas, one of the gifts I got for him and the stepkids was some stocks that give out dividends. Now, I'm not a fucking millionaire, so I can only give out a couple shares to everybody.
Right.
So when they get their dividend of like 30 cents, they're like, that's it? I'm like, well, now you know that they pay. If you invest, you get more than that.
So there are actually stocks out there right now that are paying like 40 or 50% across a year. And then there's a couple of penny stocks that are paying 40 or 50% a month.
I don't believe you. Give me some proof.
Hold on. I'll give you symbols. Give me a second. Hold on. Because you know why? Because I had a conversation with there's a dude that we know. Maybe we can bring him on and have him tell this conversation because he was bragging on about it. Rather large guy that did a show with us with a lady from Florida.
Zool?
No, much fatter than that.
Zool has stock tips?
Yeah, can you imagine?
I could.
Yes. Stock in homeless shelters in Section 8.
And tents.
Imagine he did, and then all of it, some tent company gets bought by Amazon, and he makes $1 billion.
I could see that, or I could see him having a sponsorship brand, a branding sponsorship on his Instagram because he's living.
My wife just set off the smoke alarm. And it's in the kitchen because she doesn't understand not to open the fucking oven for like a minute while it's at fucking 800 degrees.
Paul, it could be worse.
No, it's literally.
No, that could have been one of your girlfriends backing in the driveway, and I'm not meeting with her car.
Can I use that?
You get this girl traveling from, let's just say, somewhere like Tinton Falls or something, and she comes walking backwards towards your house.
Can I please use that backing up line?
Yes. Yeah, you have to. It's been done a million times, but what the hell?
Oh my god, I can't remember. I'm trying to find the guy. I've known the guy literally fucking 35 years.
Well, we don't have to give him credit. Let's just fucking.
No, I'd love to have him. He's on these very scary dividend stocks. They're very scary. They're like, 80-cent stocks, but they pay out a ludicrous amount of money.
It's like Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
I was just watching that yesterday. That's the only reason I'm thinking of it.
But the person I'm talking about is on disability right now. And the only way he's keeping afloat is he keeps buying into all these stocks that pay dumbass dividends out.
And that just makes sense. And how else is he going to fly everywhere in the country with that $30 a month?
Yeah, not that person.
Oh, okay. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, I know who you meant, but no.
That person should be doing this as well.
Well, he gets some pretty. He's getting more than.
But bottom surgery for his new daughter is going to be expensive, so I don't think it's going to get covered with student health care.
Yeah, but honestly, that guy we're talking about is making more money.
Oh no, he makes good money. Yeah,
he's making ludicrous amount of money. Why can't I fucking hold on? I literally was talking to the guy the fucking other day.
Just fucking put some stocks in the fucking chat. Stop being a dick.
No, in his chat is where I'm getting the stocks.
All right. Well, copy and paste and put it in our chat. Let us make some money with that. Put it in the show chat.
I will in a second.
That way we're all fucking make a few bucks. So when you're not listening to him and you're looking at other penny stocks, where do you usually go to look?
I've never had much luck with penny stocks.
But have you? I've had minimal success with it.
Let's be honest. They are so dangerous.
Yeah, but you're not spending a lot, and you either make a few bucks or you don't, and you're not losing anything when you don't.
Yeah, but then it's not worth it.
No. It's worth it. You put like $20 on a penny stock, you're gonna make some. Listen, and if you lose, you lost $20. But
if it goes up 50%, you're making $10, so it's not worth putting $20 in. The maniacs are buying stocks that are not in the stock market. They're in OTC, which means anyone can do it. Right. Some of these stocks are what this guy, not the dividend stocks, but the penny stocks. The dividend stocks are something different. They're $0.0000031 for each share. So you buy 100,000 shares, which cost you $4
right.
or less, and then you forget about it. You just put an alert on your Yahoo or whatever. If you buy enough of these, if you get
I use Robinhood.
Most of them are gonna tank, but you're only gonna lose that few dollars you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. But I do that because
by Amazon.
But if I see something, I throw 20 at it and it makes money, and I'll read up again, not just what I read before. I'm like, oh, this is why it's making money. Maybe I can put a few more towards it. And if it's not, I didn't lose much.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the way I look at it.
Even if it's a penny, you've got to remember that if you only put $20 into it, you need that thing to go up 1,000%, and then
you prefer it to. But
if it goes up 1,000%, which is unlikely, unless you get you've got basically some inside information about the company.
Well, right.
It's still only $200. You're not making $1 million off a penny stock.
No, I'm not saying I'm going to be a millionaire, but I know that I can invest more if I have that. Mm-hmm. Like I have some like that. You don't gamble when you go. Like if you go to AC or Vegas, you don't just throw $5,000 on black. You get a feel for the tables. You check it out. You see what's going on, and then it's like, oh, I'm feeling lucky. Now I can throw some more at it. Otherwise, you're a fucking psycho,
right?
Like I have with my crypto, I have some Fractal, Litecoin, and Bitcoin.
I have.
PSC is down.
All that shit.
My Nvidia is up. Oh, so what I do sometimes because I'm fucking stupid. Like I have one stock, DH. I don't even remember what the fucking company is, but it's my initials, and I put money in it, and I'm up. I'm betting on myself is the way I look at it. I'll throw $5 at that. It's worth it just to have a fucking good thing there. I like Nike. I wear a lot of Nike products. I invest in that. I have a few shares there. Boom.
Okay, I'm looking at his list.
I like looking at stupid stuff. I'm like, son, this might be worth $5 of my time. Like my Tesla's down.
Okay, so one of the ones he sent me, LFGY is one. It's a crypto and tech ETF. And what an ETF is, it's kind of similar to a mutual fund, but they buy the stocks and they don't change. They buy 10 stocks or 20 stocks, whatever it is, different ones, and they don't change it. It's a one-time thing. It's basically you're investing in 10 companies instead of one, whereas a mutual fund, they'll balance that shit every fucking hour if it goes crazy. They'll get out of the dangerous stocks, where this will never because it's an ETF. So this one I'm looking at right now, in the last year, it's paid out 55% yield dividend.
I just bought something.
So if you own a stock, the stock right now is at $23. So every year you're getting $11.50 in cash while you have the stock. But he has one here. I'm trying to find it. There was one that was 140%.
Listen, I'll let you know. I just fucking bought in just now. You know why? I'm fucking stupid. I'm fucking stupid. That's why.
I'm trying to find the one.
I don't like gamble, but I have some fun with some stupid shit. Like, we went to go visit my son-in-law in Philly. Him and my future daughter-in-law love sports gambling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of sports gambling. It's gotten very complicated. I'm old school. I used to do the sheets. I was okay with that. I didn't lose a lot of money with that.
They're trying to outlaw that shit now. The micro bets. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, yeah, they're trying to outlaw a whole bunch of it. But like, so I dropped like $40 on a whole bunch of shitty bet. Like, I broke even. I won a little. I lost a little. I'm like, all right, that was fun, and I'm okay with that. Like, you know, I'm not dropping $2,000 on sports betting because that's fucking psycho.
Yeah, unless you got a guy on the other team that's getting paid to fucking,
to take. Unless you know that's the game LeBron's going to flop again, which is most games.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with that. I want to see where it goes. And I saw that fucking shit. I'm like, ugh. Now, wait. You said you had something that you wanted to talk about tonight?
Well, the one is that shooting in
Patterson,
Louisiana. No, the Louisiana.
Oh yeah,
one.
True Sport.
Yeah,
the guy was a veteran.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was just a hood guy because the names cried out like that.
Well, it could be both.
But yeah, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with the wife, but the dude decided I'm going to go shoot all my kids. So he shot 10 people.
He shot 2 women and 8 children got killed.
And 7 of those kids were his kids.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Be fruitful and multiply until it gets too expensive. Then you kill him.
All right, the person's not available now that I was going to have come on and talk about the dividend shit.
That's all right.
But yeah. So
save that for another Monday.
Yeah. What fucking, I don't know. I wrote on my Facebook, which means nothing because I'm not CNN. But I just don't understand these guys that do, even when there's murder suicide shit. With your wife or something. Why? Explain to me. I don't know what the rationale is that you have to take somebody with you. Just go jump. They should literally in every town have a bridge that they pay. If you want to commit suicide, this is the bridge for you.
Well, the most popular one in New Jersey is right by where my son is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The Victory Bridge is known in New Jersey as Suicide Bridge. I actually have a friend of mine from high school that jumped and killed himself from there.
Did you see the big robbery in not in South Amboy, but in Perth Amboy? There was one of those big, 8 people show up, smash and grab a jewelry store and take all the jewelry.
It wasn't me this time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they didn't look like you. The builds were not the same as you. Maybe 18% of you. 18% of you would fit the demographic. But
all right, either way.
But yeah, there was a huge smash and grab in Perth Amboy that they had on TV the other day. That video of it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I should fucking find that video.
No, did you see that shooting in Patterson?
I saw something about a shooting in Patterson. I did not read it because I thought it was just another fucking day as well.
And then they had that whole shit in Queens that they're looking for all these suspects that were out there. There was like over 100 people that blocked an intersection so they could go racing. And
they're fucking morons. They're fucking
burning
morons.
up the street.
Yeah, and then it gets surprised that every video I see of that is a car swinging around and like 10 people getting hit.
Yeah, and a Palestinian flag, which is just weird. Like I don't know.
I don't know how that helps.
But whatever.
Don't know how that helps them.
But like, that's the one day that there's no cameras at the intersection. I don't buy that.
Yeah, the same guy was working the cameras that worked fucking Epstein's cameras that day.
Exactly. They were good until at least 5 minutes. If you believe Epstein was a real person.
Yeah, it's just fucking ludicrous.
So I saw a thing. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see the lady and her husband in the Dallas area that were running up prostitution rings that catered only to the cops?
Yeah. So who didn't they pay and that got found?
Exactly. Like it was like it's from like 2023. The lady's still like going through the court process. It was just crazy. Like there was a council member and the mayor. Like, hey, I didn't know I was going to get arrested for this. I'm like, it's illegal, right? You're the fucking mayor. If you don't know that's against the law, nobody should know.
All right, I'm going to get really vague on this, but there's
Okay.
There's an adult establishment we know somewhere that's up the street from another establishment we know.
So
and
we're in South Amboy. Okay.
Yeah, and one of them obviously didn't pay the cops. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, Club 35 never pays the cops.
Yeah, so that's yeah.
But we're not naming names.
Those guys had a Motel 6 upstairs, so
shit happens.
Yeah.
Did you hear that they're doing a Baywatch reboot TV series?
I did see that. Are they bringing back any of the old ladies in wheelchairs?
No. They fucking got a whole new fucking young cast.
Why
they're doing the right thing?
Did they rebooted fucking Point Break with completely different people?
Yeah, but that's
horrible.
But they changed the story though.
Who cares? Dude, the only good remake, and I guess it was updated for modern times, was The Running Man was really good. The new Running Man.
Right, like I've heard both of that. I haven't watched the whole thing, but I do want to see that.
Yeah, it's good.
Like I was tempted to see that in a movie, and then like everybody was telling me, no, it's shit. I'm like, ah.
No, they're on crack. The Running Man was good. If you want to see a shit movie, watch fucking what the fuck?
Avengers.
Yeah. No, I'm talking movies you're allowed to watch in your house. I'm
allowed to watch that if nobody else is up.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, I can't watch that when I'm near Tracy, only because I have that on a different computer, not in her residency.
Right. So, what the fuck was the?
I have that on the computer where my son resides. So that's not going to happen.
Didn't they do a new Blade Runner? Wasn't that? Did they do a new Blade Runner that was horrible?
No, they had an updated version.
Total Recall. The sequel remake, whatever you want to call it,
wasn't terrible.
Running Man was
great. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
Running Man was way better.
Christine, whatever.
No, Running Man.
They had the 3 titty bitch. I'm in. I don't ask for a lot.
The jewelry store is closed this afternoon after the brazen robbery is all caught on video. SD Jewelry posting to social media today the security surveillance
inside
the store yesterday afternoon. 4 suspects are seen breaking through the window with sledgehammers as the mother-daughter business try to fight them off. The suspects smashing the displays and snatching the jewelry. From across the street, video shows how frantic these few minutes were. The 4 jump out of the store with garbage bags filled with jewelry, getting into a waiting BMW.
Dude, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I think it was. Bang in the middle of the day.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Obviously, look at they took everything. I mean, they didn't even just take some of it. They literally there's like 2 rings on. Yeah,
but they got
if you want to get Tracy an anniversary ring, that's probably the time to do it.
Well, it's a little fucking late now. I have to pay slightly more.
Yeah.
Than I would if I went in there with them.
Yeah. But yeah. Obviously, a stolen car.
I saw a video earlier where they were showing like that somebody that they let it leak that they were going to be in the new Baywatch. That's why I was like, "There's a new Baywatch." I didn't know that was coming. Brooke Nader's in it. Livy Dunn's in it. I'm like, I would watch this.
No, I could not tell you anything about any of the characters in any episode of Baywatch ever.
Right.
But I watched a lot of it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why you can't ruin that franchise. What I'm trying to tell you.
Well, you can. There's a few. Actually,
no.
it was
the movie. The movie was terrible.
Was it Erica Elenia? Was one of them? Was that her name?
Erica Eleniak. Yeah, she was on Baywatch.
Yeah, she was crazy. And then fucking Tommy Lee's fucking wife or girlfriend, whatever it was. Some of them girls don't look that good anymore.
Well, I mean, it was 30 years ago. Shit happened.
Do you think there's going to be any cameos? Do you think all those chicks are all going to show up in there somewhere?
I hope not. No, and I don't mean that to be a dick. I'm just saying, like, it's about this new young crowd. Let them fucking have their shine.
what I'm not going to remember now, but what was the movie that came out and it was a sequel and it had so many cameos in the sequel?
Baywatch?
No, it was a movie.
Not Caddyshack, Happy Gilmore 2.
Yes, that was it. Happy Gilmore 2. I don't even know what the story was in it. It was just fucking cameo after cameo after cameo.
But you got to remember, like, they didn't have a big thing, so like they had to just do what they were doing. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, all right, so we can only afford to do this, but we can't have a big script. We're just gonna do an ode to this. And I get what they were going for. I'm not saying I wanted that, but it wasn't terrible. Like, I got to reminisce on the old movie and seeing the old people. I'm like, all right, now they're just gonna have all these people just be in the fucking background. Shit happens. It's not like I spent money at the theater.
Right.
Not that I spent money at the theater the first time around. I was like everybody else, watched it once it got the fucking cable.
Yeah. I'm watching the new season of Beef on Netflix, I think it is.
Beef?
Yes. It's the first series was the whole story was around an Asian lady and a guy that had, like, I don't know if it was an accident in the car or they...
I had one the other day.
Yeah, I know. Every day you do.
No, I shit my pants.
Yeah.
A little bit of an accident.
But and then they started doing shit to each other and it got crazy out of hand.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna do it.
It's my favorite drop of all time.
Right?
I'm gonna come.
Talking of cameos from Happy Gilmore, did you see the documentary episodes about The Price is Right? About how much?
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah,
you remember? Awesome. I was talking about it at Red Bank that time.
Yeah, that might have been before I saw it.
That's some crazy old people shit. If I ever heard it, I'm like, yeah, well, I'm the same age as most of the crowd. That's why I went there.
Yeah,
I want to be relatable, young fella.
Yep. But
I'm like, you're gonna talk about. You want to talk about something relevant? But first of all, I thought that was good. It was like Tracy was telling me about it beforehand. She's like, "Oh, I remember when this happened." I'm like, "I have no idea. I would watch it when I was home from school sick, and I didn't care." There was some hot women around, and they were talking about money. I was in. That's all I needed. When you're
like
12.
I like how the documentary talked about how they had to shoehorn a black lady into the show, and then they said there could only be 2 black contestants per episode, and that came right down from the top guy.
Yeah,
it was. What was the guy that was the murderer that was a contestant on a game? It wasn't The Price is Right, was it?
No. That wasn't a game show.
Wasn't it?
No, that was the fucking talk show I think you're thinking of.
Is it a talk show?
Yeah, where he murdered the guy because the guy came out to him. It wasn't Sally Jesse Raphael. It was the other one, the blonde lady, and I can't remember her name right now.
For some reason, I thought it was a fucking game show.
That would be awesome if it was a game show.
Yeah,
I would watch that game show. Because listen, Tracy has me on the Game Show Network all the time. So if I can see the episode with the murderer, I'm in.
Oh no, he was on the dating game.
Yes,
it was the dating game.
Yes, all right, you're right. Dating game had the murderer on there. Yes,
Rodney Alcala, also known as a dating game killer. Yeah,
that was
good. That was a good
story.
Yeah, I think I can't remember if I saw. There was a movie of it, right? That was quite recent. That was Netflix, I believe.
Yeah,
but I think that was good. That was good, but yeah, it's nuts.
Quesadilla over there. Fucking but like no, I remember like I don't remember like when I was a kid I heard about it, but I didn't really care and pay attention. As an adult, I'm like, he did what? Let me see more about this because I'm fucking a weirdo that's curious about shit like that. I will watch a fucking documentary on a guy that's on a dating game that's murdering people. Because what better cover is there?
Yeah.
It's like, what was it? I can't remember what the name of the TV show was, but the guy, I think he worked for the CIA, but he was a stand-up comic, and that was his fucking cover, so he could travel all over the world.
No, I think that was the story he told everybody. I don't think he really was.
Well, he had to show up in some of these comedy clubs, or nobody'd ever fucking hear of him. Like, don't act like we don't know some shitty comics that go on tour.
Right.
So I see that being quite possible.
I know George.
He was at the Ronkonkoma Improv. He did Des Moines last week. It was great. He did the Chuckle Hut in Oshkosh. I don't fucking know.
It says George Clooney in his memoir said that he was a CIA hitman who was hired to kill and collect intel on high-stakes special missions. And then he made a movie of it. That wasn't it, though.
Oh, I thought you said George Clooney was. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. He was on Facts of Life. That's all I know.
No, it says here in his memoir, he wrote he was a CIA hitman who was hired to kill and collect intel on high-stakes special missions.
Do you know who was? Fuck, what was the guy? What game show was that? The Gong Show.
Is that yeah, that might be it.
The guy that used to run the Gong Show was actually was like a hitman for the CIA.
Yeah, that might have been it. Yeah.
And I was like, what? Like, first of all, great fucking story and a great background. And like, he's like, I hate that I have to be here all the time on TV. And then like, because they would film only like a couple days of the week, and the rest of the time he's out doing shit, which is a great fucking cover. Where were you? We were just filming this week. He didn't say what days. We filmed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He's out fucking giving the, Colombian necktie to somebody on Thursday and Friday.
Right.
I'm on board with that shit.
There's a Fox News guy that did it like 10 years ago.
Mike Baker.
Told everybody he was in the CIA and got arrested.
Mike Baker was in the CIA, though.
Yeah, no, this guy's name is Wayne Simmons.
Wow. No, I know Mike Baker because I used to see a lot of his stuff there, but also he's friends with Big G. He's done Big G's podcast a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I need to reach out to his ass.
Right?
So, So I was watching one of his latest episodes. He has Dave Landau on all the time now.
Oh, yeah?
And he was talking about, he's like, yeah, it's fucking crazy. He's like, comedy is just weird. And I agree. Like, and you've seen it too. He's like, I did the Mothership last week on like Friday and Saturday. Mm-hmm. And on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday the next week, I'm doing fucking bar shows over here somewhere else.
Right.
Like nowhere near there. I'm like, you have your highs that are really high and you have your lows that are just fucking, you want to kill yourself. It's like, you're not wrong. It's, like when they were asking like, oh, sorry, we didn't sell more tickets. I'm like, you got basically a full room here. We're doing okay. We're not playing the 5 people in Oklahoma. We're good.
Yeah.
And I felt like Laura was giving me the fucking Delaware treatment with the Dave Ho. Although she said Hoge, but she said, either way, when I heard that, I'm like, whatever. You didn't spell it out, so I'm still good with that one.
Who was the comic that got booked because he had the same name as somebody else?
2 people.
Who were they?
Ennis and Mike Bonner.
Oh, Mike Bonner, yeah.
And Anthony Ennis, because there's a black Anthony Ennis comedian and there's a black Mike Bonner out in Detroit. The black Anthony Ennis is in Pennsylvania, which is why he got booked to do a Harrisburg a few years back.
That's funny.
And it was great because they did not want him. They did not like him on site. He's like, I wore the Wu-Tang shirt, though. I figured I'd be all right. And then Bonner finds out. And so they booked him. They reached out to him and then found out after he was already out in Detroit to do the show. He's like, they booked me in Detroit. I'm going to go. He gets out there. They find out, they're like, hey, by the way, we booked the wrong Mike Bonner. And they're like, we meant this guy. So he reached out to that dude, and they both did the show. So you need to find
That's funny. Did he do it in his fucking tutu?
You need to find your Christian singer to open for you. Right? He's a Christian singer, the other Paul?
He's not hard to find. He's massive. Yeah, he's massive.
It's
massive. Yeah. Your DH stock is up from 92 cents to $1.08 today.
That's what I'm saying. I'm doing
Like,
good.
in the
I'm
last
having
year.
a good day.
What did
I
you
had a
buy
good
them?
day at work too.
Do you know what you bought that stock at?
I'd have to look it up, but that's like
Yeah,
taking
it says
a
the
lot
low
of
for the year was 92. Oh yeah, but listen to this. The 52-year range, right? Brace yourself. Low 92 cents. High $4.70.
Yeah, dude, he gets to $4 again. I might
Currently,
sell.
yeah, I was
But I
gonna
might
say,
not because I'm fucking vain. I would keep it just because it's my initials.
Right. I mean, if you only got 10 of them, then who cares?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like it's literally just for fun. Don't care.
Yeah, it looks like they don't have any dividends either, so whatever.
No, but I'm not doing it for that either. I'm doing it just for the sake of my initials.
I'd laugh if I looked at it and I'm like, Dave, it was $1 million yesterday, but then it crashed.
I can see that being true. But
Can you
anyway,
imagine?
so this is the crazy thing about that one. So that stock, like I said, I had a good day at work today. And when we looked, it was up. You just double check them and it's up. I've checked it on days where I'm having a shit day at work and it's down. It's fucking weird.
I know,
Just throwing
right?
it out there.
The universe works in strange ways.
It does. It's fucking crazy. So wait. So I was talking to Tracy. Do you remember Tone Loc?
Of course,
The
fucking
Wild Thing
Corbadine.
song?
Yep.
But the Wild Thing song. So I was trying to explain to her that like when that came out, they tried to sue him, Van Halen, because that was their sample that he used. But their management had gave them a flat fee for that song because they didn't think anything would happen with that.
Yeah.
Because that song never charted in the U.S.
You know that
So
happened
now-
to
Right. And the
mixing
next
it.
thing you know, that he has, Young MC and everybody else help produce this fucking song, and it becomes number 2 in America and fucking a global hit. Better than the original. Like, are you happy or pissed off like that you got nothing out of that when you put all that creative work in there? It kind of sucks. Like, I see both sides of that. But I think they wound up getting another settlement out of it, even though it was agreed upon to have just a smaller flat fee. I think it was $5,000 that they paid Van Halen's management for it.
Yes, so Mix-a-Lot fucking took a flat fee for the samples in the Anaconda song.
Yeah.
He could have made $1 million in his share, but he took like some stupid little number.
You know who else did that? Madden Football, the video game.
Oh yeah.
I know you don't play it. I'm just saying, like, you know of it.
I've seen the guy. I used to have a Sega Genesis. Remember that?
Yeah,
he was on all
I
those.
could afford that shit. Yeah, I know it. But so he took like 50 grand or 100 grand 30 years ago for that, or 35 years ago, whatever it was, maybe 40 years ago at this point. And they're like, yeah, he goes 50 grand. He's like, whatever, this isn't gonna do anything. What's it? Why do you need my name? Who cares? And all of a sudden it becomes a giant thing. And he's like, listen, he's like, can we agree that we need to renegotiate? And he got like $100 million after that, but they still made billions on it.
Wow.
So listen, still made $100 million afterwards. He did okay.
I'll take it.
Right.
There was another really famous thing. I don't know if it was a song, but there was another big one where some guy took like $100 for something and he could have made $1 billion or something. I wish I could remember which one it was.
I'm not sure. But my favorite. Now I know you're not a sports person, but in the NBA, they used to have the NBA and the ABA back in the day. You remember that Will Ferrell movie with the not Tropic Thunder? What the fuck was the name of it? Where he owned the basketball team out in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, kind of. I can't remember the name of it.
So that movie is a spoof of what really happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So at that time, when the ABA and the NBA were merging, they were only taking 4 teams from the ABA, and everybody else was either getting bought out or there was one team that took a fucked up deal, and they made more than everybody, including some of the NBA teams, because they got a portion of the TV rights.
Right.
Back in '76. The problem is, it was like in perpetuity. So they got a portion of TV rights when TV rights didn't exist. And then when they started getting paid for TV rights, they started getting a piece of the pie, even though they didn't have a fucking team for 15 years. Like they started getting a piece of the NBA profits for like they just bought them out. Like they did a settlement for like $2 billion.
Yeah, I think I saw something about this. Yeah.
Spirit of
you
St.
got to
Louis.
remember when TV and fucking movies. There's so many TV shows from the 80s that the DVD versions have completely different music in them.
Right.
Because when they bought the rights, they everything except recorded media because it didn't exist. Yes. Like I have a friend who put together all the Beavis and Buttheads with all the music they took out. I have a DVD set he gave me of all the episodes, but they're pieced together from VHS tapes and fucking this and that. There's a few series. I wish I could remember the names of them, but there's some 70s shows. In Living Color is one of the worst ones. Their DVD is completely destroyed. I mean, they had no rights to anything, and they want so much money to fucking pay legitimately for those songs.
Right.
There's a whole website somewhere on shows.
How do you get a deal like that where like, oh yeah, you have the right to use that in this show, but only for like 2 years? Like, how does that even work?
No, they have the rights. The ones that are shown on TV right now are still the full versions. It's the DVD release they didn't have the rights to the music, so they couldn't put the fucking
makes
DVD.
No sense. That's what I'm saying though. It makes no sense that it went to streaming, so now you can't play the music. I'm like,
no, that's absolutely. I have a list somewhere.
But to me, that's fucking crazy talk.
Yeah.
Like, how would you not be able to just keep using it? It makes no sense.
Because it didn't have the wording.
But that's like if you watch The Hangover and then Mike Tyson starts singing a different song than the Phil Collins song. It's literally a whole different
first series.
What were you saying?
Perfect example, Sopranos season 1. Sopranos season 1. They did not buy the rights for the DVDs. So and they also didn't buy the rights for international.
That's all.
The English DVD and the French DVD and the Italian DVD do not have the same music, a lot of it, in the first series. My fucking computer's hanging, but I just fucking found the list of TV shows that got ruined.
I believe it.
And of course my computer's hung. Oh, there we go. All right. Of course.
But
there's
like
one really big one.
How many shows and movies are like that?
If you look on the back of a DVD back in the day, a lot of the home movie versions of movies will say some music has been changed. It will literally say on the back of the fucking DVD.
I never paid attention. I'm there to watch the movie.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And you know what the crazy thing is? I've actually never watched something and said, huh, what happened to this? I thought they had this song in it.
Yeah.
But I know it happens. I just haven't had that happen.
You know, one of the things they've been doing actually to get around it, they've been having groups sing cover versions of songs. And
I've seen that on commercials lately.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. The worst editing ever to fix music rights was the DVD release of The Odd Couple.
Of which version?
Every release. Everything on DVD got fucking destroyed. All the music and shit got took out of it. And it says it also, they use syndication prints, which is, the version that gets syndicated.
Right.
Because they're edited too. And a lot of the time, they make them shorter as well, which has nothing to do with rights. But it says another one that's really crazy is...
Wait, you know where I see that a lot? TV commercials.
Yeah.
Well, they'll have... You like, I know this song, but it sounds different. And then you fucking, because I'm the guy, I'll Shazam the commercial to see what the fucking song is.
And it's
like, I know what fucking, like, I know this song. Don't make me fucking crazy. And it happens to be it's a cover. I'm like, huh, what the hell?
Yeah, the other two good examples are WKRP got fucking destroyed on DVD.
Yeah, but they still show the turkeys getting dropped out of the helicopter.
Yeah, well, that's fine because there's no music.
That's all I care about. I don't care about the music. I want to see the turkeys get thrown out of a helicopter.
The Wonder Years got destroyed.
Yeah, that show got it the worst.
Yeah, the second season of Happy Days, including the theme song, got changed.
Yeah, but I think that's because they changed the theme song.
Yeah, but they put the original theme song on the TV version of it, but they had to put the new song on the DVDs, which is bizarre. And it says here, only the Fox TV versions of Beverly Hills 90210 had certain music, whereas every re-showing of it has different music now.
But that's something I would never notice.
No, you won't notice it, but it's like there's as well as I do. There's websites on the internet for everything,
right?
And there's this one.
No, and there's also crazy fans that know that shit too.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go as far as to say that when they said that The Sopranos was hacked up, I did go and find some of the international ones.
Of course, you did.
I have the French and the Italian one. I don't know what they're saying, but I mean, I can watch the regular show and know what they're saying.
Right.
But there's
especially in England, you know what they
like like the first song when the first episode. You've seen Sopranos, yes? First episode, there's a car chase. Tony drives the car into some dude, right, and it's filmed right down the street in Paramus on Rochelle Avenue.
You're not up the street in Paramus.
What?
You don't live up the street in Paramus.
No, where I used to live, near Lodi. Whatever. Anyway, the point being, when they're chasing the guy in the car, the music on the international version is just some generic shit with like drum beats and stuff. Meanwhile, I can't remember the name of the song, but it's like some song like "Walking on Sunshine" or something they're playing on the American one.
Okay.
But now I got to look at what that song was because that is
No, I believe it. I buy that. It's just crazy that they would do that with the Wonder Years. I know because so many people, and I don't know why people wouldn't want to be associated with the Wonder Years. Is what I'm saying. Like if I made something, I would want it to be a part of something that's that iconic.
Yeah. So the song was actually "Other Side of This Life" by Jefferson Airplane.
Okay.
And if you listen on HBO Max, they have a commentary of that episode on HBO Max. And David Chase, who made that show, said that was the only song he regretted putting in because it made it look like some fucking cartoon comic like Chase with that song playing.
Okay.
So so anyway, after that, every season of Sopranos, he made HBO. Some of them episodes were $500,000 in music rights.
I believe it.
He said that he said to HBO, "You got to buy the rights to cover everything. We don't care if it's fucking 10,000 years from now and music's playing off of whatever. It's got to be covered, so we don't have to fuck around with the TV show anymore."
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. That should be automatic anyway. I think.
I'm sure it is now.
So wait, speaking, were you a fan of The Sopranos? Did you like it?
Oh, dude, I love that show.
All right.
I mean, the fact I lived in Lodi at the time, and we used to listen on Police Scanner to find out where they were filming.
Right, because you're that guy.
And go down and watch the filming. I bought I bought fucking James Gandolfini a beer one time in satin dolls.
Oh, nice.
And then his black bouncer security guard wouldn't let me take a photo. True story.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Were you in blackface?
No, if I was, he probably would have let me take the picture. I mean, it was 1999. Maybe.
Fair. So wait. I was watching something yesterday about Sopranos with about Uncle Junior, and how David Chase purposely made his house look terrible.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
No, it was basically how come it? Of course, the caption is hey, how come Uncle Junior lived like it was 1965? I'm like, all right, I'll bite. So I watched it, and it was literally it was basically David Chase did that intentionally, so that way when you look and you see, it's the old school mafia people tried not to shine a big bright light on their lifestyle and what they're doing. They kept a modest house, and they tried to compare that to the difference of with Tony. We had the big house and the family and everything else. Then it came down was if Junior would have got married, he might have been one of those people that had to do that to keep up with the wife that wanted to do all that shit.
Yeah. And Tony had legitimate income, didn't he? The waste management and all that other shit.
That's what I'm saying. Because they got into that too. They're because if you look at it, when him and Carmela separated, he stayed at his mother's house, which is basically the same as where Uncle Junior was living, to show what it's like if he would happen to be a single man. I'm like, that's fucked up, but so fucking cool that they did that.
Yeah, they were. David Chase was a fucking crazy ass attention to detail, bro.
Yeah, man, it was fucking good. I was like, oh, I'm like, all right, I get that. I can see how that's fucking relevant,
right?
Oh man.
I was literally just fucking. I fixed my. It's so funny you mentioned.
Do not come.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
I'm gonna come.
This is the little things in life that make me giddy.
Right.
Oh shit.
And then I know all the guys on the other side on Facebook will be like, "He can't come. He's too old. Well, why would he do that?" I'm like, "It's a fucking
I don't care.
audio clip."
You missed the point then.
Dick. Yeah. Please. Hope Kamala fucking runs again because she ain't winning. She could go up with Jeffrey Epstein and fucking still lose.
True. No, Epstein would help her win.
So you saw my picture of Uncle Junior, right? You've seen
Yes.
that picture. So I'm waiting for this thing to pop up. Did I tell you I fixed it?
No.
Yeah, so I had AI fix it.
All right, now I got to see it.
Yeah. And you might recognize where it took the face from.
Oh yes, no, you showed me that. Yeah, you did show me that one.
Yeah. I mean the background's different. But I didn't do it. Gemini did it.
I can't believe that you put your picture on a black guy's body.
Yeah, dude, actually the first one I did, I forgot to do the hand. The fucking hand didn't match. It was so obvious that the whole deal was so obvious that I just did the face. But that
I thought
face
I could have both of them up.
That face is right off of one of my headshots.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah, if only there was a way to have that up there while he said that.
Right? Yeah, thank God.
True. So yeah, so what do you see as the future of all those shows getting canceled by those people and the other people? Do you think that's over? Or?
Oh, cancel culture?
No, not cancel culture. I'm talking about between the Dabbleverse and
Oh. It's not over if you put
and Johnny.
If you put SJ on the show, then it's going to get canceled.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I heard that's like a big factor in everything.
So that person is like we said, he's collecting money so he can sue for people using his likeness.
But he's got $1,000 over 2 weeks.
He's at $1,000, but
in his defense, that's more than he made on his original show.
Actually, I think he made more.
Not much.
Johnny told me he made like $100 out of the whole deal.
That's what I'm saying. He made more on the GoFundMe.
Yeah, no, I think he made like over $2,000 on that first show that the one I went to with Kumu, was that?
Oh, I meant on the show.
Oh yeah,
that he's known for.
Yeah, he was making about $25,000 a year,
if that.
Yeah, but so did you see our good friend Johnny's post about the owner of the original show place made him pay for like 17 people that booked out on their checks?
No.
Yeah. And then they also had to pony up money for the staff's tips that were missing.
From who though?
It all came out of our good friend Johnny's check.
That's just fucked up.
I know. How can you blame the fucking?
It's better than having the venue fucking not allow you to be there anymore because of it.
Yeah. The big question is, did he make more money not putting a show on? But so what do you got coming up?
Well, Friday we're together.
Yep. That's Laughing Stock Comedy Club presents Cypress Brewing, 30 Nixon Lane, Building 1E, Edison, New Jersey. Tickets available at, what the fuck do we say? JerseyComedyNight.com? Is that what we said? Oh, there it is.
Wait, hold on a second.
Yeah, JerseyComedyNight.com for tickets for Friday. Come see us. It's me, Dave, Bobby Bayonne, Zach McMahon, and if he gets there on time, John Hollywood.
Right. He'll be hosting if he gets there on time. If not,
Yeah.
he will not be on the show.
Yeah, we had a near miss on Saturday about hosts arriving on time, but still way earlier than.
I knew that she was going to be there. She already told me she was on the way, so that
Yeah, it worked out. Good show.
Right. No, it wound up being a good show overall, and I was happy about that. And I can't wait for this Friday. I'm hoping it turns out pretty good.
Yeah, I mean the only other thing I got on the books right now is in June I'm doing the MA22.
Oh, nice.
In Jackson.
What day is that?
Is it the 5th? 5th of June, Friday. It's at the Lodge or VFW or some shit. Moose Lodge. Jackson Moose Lodge. You should hit your boy up and see if you can get on it. You can be number 9, number 12.
Why? Who else is on there?
A lot of the guys that were in. Remember the MA22 thing we did in Tom's River? Robert Stevens is the one who's putting it all together somehow.
So that's the problem.
So Trump fans aren't allowed to go, even though we're in South Jersey at a fucking military thing. You know what I mean? I just want him to go out there and break that out in front of them people. But who cares? I like the guy. Him and the other guy just fucking shout names at people that kind of conversations about fucking politics. But that's another story.
Exactly. I agree with that.
It's just
all right. Want to wrap that up?
Yep. Should have done that 30 years ago.
Where's everybody looking for you, Paul?
NoFilterPaul.com. At NoFilterPaul on all your favorite socials.
Just follow me on my Instagram, Dave Hodge, DAVEHOJ.
Who's Dave Hodger on there then?
That is something that got all fucked up from when I lost my account. I had to get it back, and they said, "Hey, take this one." I'm like, "No, that's not mine."
Talking of which, it's about time John Hollywood lost his account again.
Nah, he'll live.
I won't report it this time. It was funny the last time when I reported it, but this time I won't. How many people get a message from Facebook saying we can't recover your account because you have a fake name, so instead they open another account with the same fake name. All right.
Right.
Do not come.
I'm going to come.
And on that note, all right, good night, everybody. I will see you Friday. We'll talk soon.
Yep. JerseyComedyNight.com for tickets. Come see us.
Good night, everybody.